Hey guys, just wanted to talk about my bow setup a little bit. Currently I'm shooting a PSE Evo NXT. This is my hunting bow. I don't even know what type of sight it is. A tactic sight, 3-pin. Sling for when I gotta walk far into the woods with it. Has a magnet here, keeps it out of the way so you can shoot. You know, an ultra rest, arrow rest there. I have just a regular peep sight and a kisser button. 70-pound draw, probably a 28-inch draw length, and the bow I think is 31 axle to axle. It's been a great bow, killed many deer with it. But in case you guys were wondering what kind of setup I'm using, this is it. Also, the arrows I'm using are Outlaw Black Eagles. And I have lighted nocks on all of them. They're actually the cheap lighted nocks off Amazon, I'll tell you what. For the price, you can't beat them. They're half the price, and you get 6 nocks instead of 3 like you do with Luminox. I got the True Ball. I think it's the T-Rex. It says Bone Collector on it, but I think it's called the T-Rex. Thumb release. Just started using this. I was using just a finger release before, but I really like this thumb button release. A little more expensive, but a lot smoother shots, less target panic. You can just kind of squeeze and let it pop. Really like that. Still working out the kinks, but heck, it's only February, so we got a long time before deer season comes in. And yeah, that's my setup. These arrows are a 350 spine. Couldn't tell you the weight. I know the tips are 100 grain. And that's what I'm using with my broadheads as well. I use Grim Reaper 100 grain broadheads. They seem to do just fine. I know a lot of people are iffy about the mechanical broadheads, but they seem to work for me anyway. Also, one of the big things I use this season is a ghillie suit. And this is just a cheap one. There's better ones out there, but I'll tell you what, for tricking deer, this works just fine. I got 2 of them for like 129 bucks. This one's green, the other one's brown. And me and my son use them for turkey hunting. I use them all deer season, and I've got close to a lot of deer in this thing. I will say, with the ghillie suit and shooting your bow, you got a lot of this stuff hanging. So I actually trimmed a bunch of this off during the season. I could trim a little bit more because this stuff kind of gets caught in your bowstring sometimes, but it doesn't really affect the shooting. But I do love this thing. It has a hood as well, which is right over here. And the hood is made to go all the way over your head. Take my glasses off. But it's made to go all the way over your head like this. And you can see out this mesh netting. Well, in the woods, it's hard to see out of this netting. So I just fold it up, or I wear a hat is what I really do. Wear a hat and then just kind of fold this over and put it on top of my head like this. And all this ghillie suit does is break up the human outline. This is exactly what I was wearing when I killed all 3 of my deer this year on the ground with my bow. And you know, it just breaks up your outline. If you're still, they don't see you. I promise you that. And it works great. It's better camouflage than any camo on the market, in my opinion. I've been busted many a times by deer in regular camo, in a tree stand, all that. But this year, I don't think I had one deer blow at me with this ghillie suit on. They try to figure out what you are more than anything. I had a doe come up when I was in this. The first day I took this out in October, I had a doe come up, and literally she came up to me smelling, and I was just standing and open too. I was open area with my bow, and she came up to me, smelled me, kind of trickled off, circled back around and came back and tried to figure out what I was. And I just stood there, and there was another doe there. I even drew back on this doe, and the other one circled around. I didn't see it till it was too late. So I'm already drawn back. I'm holding it back forever. So long I'm shaking, I can't hold it anymore. And I let it down, and that deer was looking right at me and still didn't spook. So this thing really does the trick in the woods. I'll tell you what, it's fantastic. So any of you guys thinking about switching up your game, this makes you a lot more mobile too. I will say a tree stand's great. You can see more, you're up high, but at the same time, a lot of times you're sticking out like a sore thumb up there in the tree. And standing up, if you're sitting down, a deer comes in, you stand up. I've been busted like that all the time. But now I can move. So if I don't like an area that I'm in, I can just go to the next area, 100, 200 yards away, slowly moving through the woods in this thing. And like I said, I have not been busted yet. And I absolutely love it. I'll be hunting like this for a long time until I stop seeing results. So y'all have a good day. If you have any questions, leave some comments below. Talk to you later.